Not a bad deal, assuming that those are the correct parts. Are they? Let's check this out together. Hello everybody and welcome to part 105 of this car rebuild series on my 2003 Jaguar S-Type 4.2 V8 Sport. Today it's all about CV axles, which turned out to be a quite annoying topic in the case of an S-Type, so better stick around. When I was taking apart the car's rear end last year and facing plenty of corrosion also on the half shafts, I instantly decided that those need to come new. I then looked up the part numbers, and for my VIN range, which is the first after introducing the all-new 2002.5 model, those are C2C 22868 for right-hand side and C2C 22870 for left-hand side. Since there's no good quality brand which produces aftermarket parts, I had to decide between a genuine part or a genuine reconditioned part. At the time when I did the search in August last year, the prices were even higher, around 1,000 for an OE piece and I think 400 or 500 for a reconditioned one. Since I don't fully trust the reconditioning process, which could mean anything from almost all new to looked at it from far, looks fine, put a new boot on it, ready to go, I decided for a genuine piece. Luckily, I came across the listings of Wolfdale Exports at eBay. They sell so-called old stock items. Their price for the CV axles was around 290 British pounds each. I ordered those and a few days later I received an email from DHL, and here's what it turned out to be in numbers. I then remembered that according to the eBay listing, their offer already included English value-added tax, so I again reached out to them, and guess what the reaction was. To come to an end, altogether I spent around 1,000 for two old stock genuine CV shafts. Not a bad deal, assuming that those are the correct parts. Are they? Let's check this out together. It's not all that difficult to tell apart the old from the new ones, and that's how old stock looks like. Minimal surface rust here on this side, but besides that, they look like new. My original one is made of two slim portions at the ends and a beefier piece in between, while the new shaft is slimmer but seems to be of higher quality and more massive. Finally, I compared the sizes. And was devastated. Same situation with the shorter axles. This devastation lasted from end of 2021 until maybe 15 minutes ago, and actually today's entire video was meant to be built around my assumption that new Jaguar S-Type CV axles only can be used with a later style differential but not with the one built into my car, which had required to either restore the old half axles or use the new ones together with another maybe used differential. To answer the question what's wrong or was the mistake which I had planned to put into today's thumbnail and which I will put into today's thumbnail, he's wrong. Here's the mistake. You need to know that the outer and the inner joint on a half shaft are designed differently. While the outer one works as everybody would expect it to, the inner one, believe it or not, kind of floats to adjust itself to the changing distance between the wheel knuckle and the differential while the suspension is working. I had my car on jack stands quite a long time, which let the suspension drop and the half shaft stretch to its maximum length. And getting it back to its original shape requires quite some force. My issue actually is a non-issue. Length is exactly the same. If something seems wrong, the very first thing you want to do is question your own perception. It took me half a year to do so, which is quite embarrassing and almost let me scrap today's footage. But since this contains something we all can learn from, I will let it go online. See you back next time. Goodbye.